opening statement, or would you like to just take questions?
Well, we're excited to be participating in the WNIT. It's a fantastic tournament. It's extremely well-run tournament. It allows us the opportunity to continue playing. There's several teams that have already been done for over 2 weeks, and I can tell you that our team would rather be playing than practicing right now, for sure, and I'd rather be playing than practicing. So we're looking forward to this opportunity to participate. It has been a tournament that we've had success in before. This is our 9th consecutive postseason opportunity to be in. Anytime, as I said, where you can continue to play, it allows our underclassmen to get more tournament experience, and that's a huge goal. And as Allison stated earlier, the seniors aren't done to be playing yet, so that we had to swallow a bitter pill when we lost the way we did against Central Michigan in the MAC tournament, but I'm happy that we won 2 games in the MAC tournament. We got to Cleveland, and we look to redeem ourselves after that last performance in the WNIT.
Two-part question. How important in tournaments like this is it to have home court advantage? You saw what the Rockets did a couple of years ago, and if it is important, will you be pressuring, those that have the power to make sure that you guys have as many home games as possible?
Well, the WNIT has worked closely with our administration, and the administration put in a bid to host. Anytime you average a little over 1,500, it's a fantastic number. When you look at the home stats attendance for SMU, they're a little over 500. So it was an opportunity that administration couldn't pass up, along with the WNIT, and we look forward to a big crowd. Toledo has definitely set the bar in the WNIT in regards to their attendance and their run through the tournament a couple of years ago. So we're looking forward to it, playing at home.
How tough was it to get your players' attention on that Sunday that everybody's talking about, to get motivated, to get back and get rolling towards a new goal?
I don't think it was difficult. I yelled at every player, every manager, every coach. So I got their attention early on, and we ran quite a bit that day. I was very disappointed in our effort in regards to taking care of the ball against Central Michigan, and we wanted to clean things up, and I felt like we did that. We actually went a little bit longer in practice as well than what we've typically been doing, but it was a practice where we were able to compete against each other the way we needed to compete, and we got better that day.
So in your eyes, the players you think are properly focused, or at least getting the proper focus towards having a run in this tournament?
They had trouble breathing, so they didn't have another opportunity not to have focus on Sunday. So no, we're ready. We, as I said, due to our class schedules, we have late practice, so we have not had a chance to talk to the team about SMU yet. Our staff has been working last night and as well as today getting ready. So we'll talk to the team throughout practice and then have our film and scout session immediately afterwards. But due to class schedule, it is a later practice than what we typically have today.
At this point, what do you know about SMU, or what are the takeaways from SMU at this point?
Well, as the expression goes, everything's bigger in Texas, and that applies to SMU. And they're the conference champions for Conference USA. They have the Player of the Year in Mays. They have 2 other All-Conference USA selections. They were the #1 seed going into that tournament. They got upset by Central Florida in their tournament. That's our only common opponent between the 2 teams. They average close to 70 points a game. They're bigger than we are. They're faster than we are. So we've got our work cut out for it, for this game.
Pulling it out for a moment, the MAC won bid last night. You think this should once in a while get an at-large bid in this conference?
Well, the MAC has received 2 at-large bids before, even though it's years ago, and people forget about that. But unfortunately, we were in that same situation a few years ago where we had actually lost in the championship game and had 1 more win than what Toledo did. So everybody was hoping that they would get in. I know they were hoping to get in. Everybody who's a proponent of this conference is hoping for 2 teams to get in. But deep down, at the end of the day, you knew it wasn't going to happen. There were a couple of teams, once you saw their names flash up on the board early in that selection show, you knew it was over for them. So unfortunately, is that a team that could beat some teams in the 64 field? Yes. You know, do I feel like we're a team that could beat some teams in the 64 field? Yes. Is Central Michigan a team that can do that as well? Yes. Unfortunately, only 64 go.
We heard Miriam speak a couple minutes ago. Just talk about her development this year from when she first started to now.
It started in her recruiting process. She's has the most unique recruiting story of anybody on our roster, and I'm so excited that she's here at Bowling Green, close to home, where her family can see her play. She's blended in extremely well with the team. Everybody gravitates towards her. You could see the banter back and forth with Allison and Miriam, so with the two local heroes on this team. But she is an extremely well-liked person around the community, on campus, and I'm glad she's on our team as opposed to any other team in the conference.
Anything else for Coach?